301 Avenue D in Baird. Call them today for a free estimate, 586-2711.
It is 7:43 KNEB News Extra Time, brought to you by Intralinks. Here's Kevin Mooney.
Thank you, Dennis, and good morning, everyone. Always pleased on News Extra to have Hod Kosman here in his role not only as the Platte Company's CEO, but in this case as Platte River Basin Environments, and also Brad McKinney, who you may have known worked for U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, is retired now, and now working as a coordinating wildlife biologist for Pheasants Forever, and he's here as well. They're both here to talk about the 5th annual Wildcat Hills Day, which is coming up this Saturday. Hod, this is going to be a huge day, and you have some special guests coming in as well, right?
Thank you, Kevin. Always a pleasure to be here. Yes, we're very, very excited. The 5th annual Wildcat Hills Wildlands Day be covered by Field and Stream magazine. It'll be the 2nd year that they've come back to film and to cover an event out here, so we're very proud of that. The event starts early in the morning, and if you want to participate, and runs all day long. It'll be at the Wildcat Hills Nature Center and at Carter Canyon Ranch, the new freebie lands up on the top of Carter Canyon. So it's a very exciting day, and stay tuned because we're going to go through a lot of activities. I'll hand it over to Brad.
Yeah, okay. We got a lot of activities going on, and Brad, with the Carter Canyon acres, we now have, you were figuring before we came on, 27,000?
27,000 of publicly accessible lands, and that would be lands owned by the Nature Conservancy, the Park Service, Game and Parks, and Preby. And looking back, not all that long ago, Kevin, just to 1991, we had only about 7,000 acres in the Wildcat Hills that people could go out and hike around on, and not that many acres that you could hunt on. And now, largely because of the efforts of Preby, Platte River Basin Environments, we've got 27,000 acres. So yeah. This event, this 5th annual, will be our largest Wildcat Hills event to date, and it'll be an opportunity for the public to become more familiar with those lands and figure out how they can best enjoy those properties.
That's right, because some people from out of state have learned how to take advantage of them.
We've had a number of people come from, we had Mississippi, Texas, Iowa, Pennsylvania, all out here, been turkey hunting, but it's, these lands are open for they're not accessible by vehicle. These are walk-in areas, but if you have a horse or a mountain bike or a nice pair of boots or tennis shoes, have at it. There's beautiful lands accessible to you. We'll be starting off in the morning with a 6 a.m. Bird grazing tour that'll go out from the Murphy Ranch, which is the top of Old Stage Hill Road, and then at 8 o'clock there'll be a fun run at the Nature Center, and then a whole variety of activities. There'll be a lot of Boy Scouts and teammates out there participating. There's a turkey calling contest for the kids at 11 o'clock. There'll be an artist out there.
Mary Hunt's out there.
Mary Hunt will be out there.
At 9 o'clock.
At 9 o'clock, we'll have a help desk. Do you want to talk about the help desk, Brad?
Landowners who might be interested in some of the USDA Farm Bill programs, such as WIP and EQIP, if they have questions about that, we'll have Farm Bill biologists and biologists from the Nebraska Grazing Lands Coalition, as well as Game and Parks will have a biologist on hand. They'll be able to bring up aerial imagery of your farm or ranch and maybe give some suggestions of how you can do some habitat improvements on your property. So that'll be another opportunity.
All right. The fun run, the 8K fun run, begins at 8:30, and you've got quite an interesting course here. You've got this course that goes from Old Stage Road and up around to a turnaround point, then returns to the Nature Center. So it's kind of scenic, isn't it?
It's an 8K. It's just an absolutely beautiful run through Wildcat Hills State Recreation Area out onto Old Stage Road. The views, the vistas are just remarkable. They'll take your mind off the pain of the run. It's a runner-friendly course. It's a gravel road, so even old people like me can run it and not be injured. And there will be $20 registration fee for the 8K fun run. That gets you a t-shirt, water bottle, some stickers, and we have snacks and water along the way. We have awards for 3 different age categories for male and female runners, and it's growing in popularity. We expect 60 to 100 runners this year.
All right, very good. All right, let's take a quick break, and then we'll really start going through all these activities starting from about 9:30 on, right after this.
Is your wireless computer network secure? With their years of professional service, you can trust Intralink's technical solutions to keep your small or medium business computer system up and running, not having a secure wireless network.
Put this on the agenda, put this on the website. I think we can do that.
I think we might plug that then.
Yeah, I think we can do that.
Troubleshoot and secure your wireless network. For weekly tips and information, friend Intralinks on Facebook at intralinks.net/Facebook.
All right, we are back on News Extra talking about the 5th annual Wildcat Hills Wildland Day coming up on Saturday. And we mentioned a number of the things that are going on early in the morning from 6 o'clock till 9 o'clock. Don't forget, Mary Hunt will be out demonstrating her talents on the deck of the Nature Center. There's going to be some birding, a biologist leading a walking tour through some grassland to identify birds, and binoculars will be available. That's at 9:30. But there's other things. We'll just go down the list here, starting at 9:30.
Kevin, last year at our event that Field and Stream was here, we had a lot of kids, 4-H, Boy Scout, Girl Scout teammates, and just kids from the community that came out to the National Monument, and they painted and put together bird boxes. This year they're going to go put them up. So at 9:30, if you're one of those children that painted your box and put your initials on it, you can come get your box, and we'll be going out along the 8K trail and putting up bird boxes. So that'll start at 9:30 in the morning. At 10 o'clock will be the fun run ceremony. At 10 to noon will be the help desk with the biologist. 10:30 is a wildflower walk with Connie McKinney, the author of this Wildflowers of the Wildcat Hills. 11 a.m., a real fun event. The Wild Turkey Federation will be here with a turkey calling, not necessarily a contest, but to teaching the kids how to use a turkey call and tell them about wild turkeys, which are very abundant in the Wildcat Hills. And the first bunch of kids will get to keep their turkey call, and if we run out, we'll order more.
So there's an art to that turkey call.
Well, it must be.
There must be.
The Citizens Emergency Response Team is going to be out there, and they have bought a new piece of equipment with all the activities in Wildcat Hills. If we were to have someone be injured in one of those canyons, how would we get you out? They have now an apparatus that they can take down in there. They'll be showing that off, and we're just thinking ahead. More activity means the possibility of something, bad happening.
Right. It's a good idea.
So then at 1 p.m. We'll have a bighorn sheep tour.
Now this would be interesting.
This will be interesting. They will caravan from the Wildcat Hills, or you can meet them at Cedar Canyon Wildlife Area, and they'll have some of those sheep have collars on them, so hopefully they'll be able to find them. They are starting to lamb, so maybe we'll see some lambs. Then from there, up on top, we'll go up on top of Carter Canyon Ranch. There'll be the grand opening of another 2,600 acres to the public up there, and that will be around 2:30. But there'll be an archaeologist up there. There'll be wagon rides out to show the tree thinning project. We have just chipped about 400 yards of chips from recycling the trees that we took out for the wildfire suppression. And then we'll have volunteers going out changing the signs, because we have 18 miles of new fence line to say welcome on, and we'll be doing a new parking area and going out with volunteers to change and put up new signage. So anybody that would like to volunteer to go do that, we have plenty of pickup trucks to put you in.
Okay.
Just bring a power screwdriver or a screw gun, and we'll put you to work.
All right. Wonderful. And then you also have a grazing and wildlife tour 3:30 in there. That's part of this too, right?
Yes, so as I said, we're growing every year, and we have 2 new partners joining us that wanted to hitch their wagon to our Wildcat Hills Day, and that's the Nebraska Grazing Lands Coalition and the Nature Conservancy, and they're both hosting some bird and grazing tours, and this last one of the day will take off at 3:30, and they'll be heading south in these wagon loads of to look at the vistas looking down into Pumpkin Creek from the Carter Canyon Ranch, and talking about the unique grazing strategy that Preby's using to improve wildlife habitat. So that will finish up the day's activities. One thing I wanted to add, and I brought for your listeners, Kevin, this colorful brochure that's hot off the presses, and it describes each of the individual units that are open to the public in the Wildcat
That
Hills,
is nice.
including a map. So folks who don't know where to park, this brochure will go a long ways to answering that. Show the boundaries so that they'll know that they're on the right properties. And these brochures will be made available at our event on Saturday.
This would be wonderful, so people know exactly what's going on and where they need to go and what they can do in every area and so forth. These are very nice.
I'd like to remind the public that all of these lands remain working landscapes. You have a ranch family that are utilizing this. Please leave the gates as you find them. It's important that you respect the land and respect the people's cattle assets that will be utilizing this grassland.
All right, and all these events on Saturday are absolutely free, right?
There's
Other than the
funding.
8K run.
Yeah. And there'll be lunch. They can buy lunch up at the top of the
Gabe's Barbecue,
Gabe's Barbecue will be at the Wildcat Hills Nature Center.
breakfast
All right.
and lunch.
All right. All right, guys. Very good. Have a great day. Sounds wonderful.
Thank you, as always. Appreciate it.
All right. You